Good morning, grade 3, and a warm welcome to the English class. Well, children, we are doing Unit 4, right? What was that unit, children? The Great Wall of China, right? Now, children, I want you to look at the text again on page 30, page 31, and page 32. Just go through the text and I will just pose some question to you. Let me see if you understand. Just go through the text. Observe the text. So, well, children, what type of text are these? What type of text is this? Both the text. You could even see your index. You'll get a clue and an idea. What type of text is this? Yes, children, both these texts, the Great Wall of China and the Great Wall of China. This is a fact file. This is the Great Wall of China, a must-see. Both of these, children, are non-fiction. Why they are non-fiction? Because they are providing us information and facts. Okay? Both these texts, they provide us information and facts. So that's the reason why they are non-fiction. Right? Now, children, we all of us see the newspaper and magazines, right? Now this is your newspaper, so you must be opening the newspaper and seeing. Okay, then you have magazines, right? We have magazines at home. So children, where do you think this type of article will appear? This article, the Great Wall of China, and this fact file, where do you think it would appear? Where would you come across these types of text? Or who might use this? Who may like to read? Like, for example, children, Red Riding Hood. Okay, who would read these stories? Mostly children, right? So children, this, okay, a must see. This will appear in some, holiday ad. If you see children, generally during summer, when the vacations begin, just before the vacation begins, we have lot of, ads in the newspaper telling us about places, right? So this would appear in a holiday advertisement in a magazine. This ad, children, this you would see mostly in a non-fiction book, okay, where they are talking about places. So you would see the information about this in those books. Now children, one more thing. This article over here, it is a magazine article. Okay, this is written for a magazine. If you see the language, children, if you are very lucky enough to visit China, the Great Wall of China is not to be missed. Okay, so this is a magazine article. The Great Wall of China, a must see, is a magazine article. Right? And can you see, children, there's a heading and then it is continuous. The writing is, it's a continuous writing. Right? There is prose. Then children, we even have a photograph. Can you see the photograph? Okay. So there's continuous, paragraphed, prose. It is continuous. Now look at this, children. The Great Wall of China. This is a fact file. Okay, fact means something, truth. Now here the writer has not used any prose. He is not writing if you are lucky enough, an unforgettable experience. He is not writing anything. He is just giving you the fact file of this. The fact file is what, children? The location, the age, the length of this, where it is situated, when it was built. These are all fact files. Right? So if you see it has a heading, then it has subheadings. And then there are some brief notes, just brief, approximately, not much to describe. Okay? And children, just look at this. This is called an illustration. Okay? The drawing, this is called an illustration. What do you see something particular about this illustration? What is particular about this illustration? Here also there is an illustration. Here also there is a photo. Here also there is a photo. Okay. Now what's the difference between these two photographs? Yes, if you see this, children, it is labeled. And here it is not labeled. Right? Okay. So this is your this is your magazine article, this is your fact file. Now clear about that, children? Okay. Now, I want you to look at the writing. Look at the writing again, children. Take your time and look at the writing. Now children, look at this article again and take a minute and just read it. Or you could just go through it. What do you think, children, is the purpose of this text, or how is this text written? Okay? How is this text written? Children, if you see, it is very descriptive. It is a descriptive writing. Okay? They are, descriptive writing is where you use more adjectives and you describe that place or you describe that thing. Like if you see the words over here, finding it hard to believe, not to be missed, a must see, unforgettable experience. Now all these, children, these are descriptive and persuasive. Persuasive is where you want your reader to believe. Okay? You want your reader to believe. That is a persuasive writing. Or you have, persuasive advertisements also. Like there is an ad which will tell you like you'll become stronger, fitter. So it is the writer he builds an opinion about that and he's persuading us to believe in that product or in that writings. Like suppose if you say about exercise, okay, you're writing about exercise. Exercise is very beneficial. Or if you're talking of fruits are good. And then you want to say fruit should be eaten early in the morning on an empty stomach. Okay, so then you write an article about it. So you will write all the good points, all the benefits. So you are persuading people to be healthy. Okay, so that's called persuasive writing. Similarly, if you see here, okay, the writer is persuading the people that you must see this Great Wall of China. It's a place to see. It's a tourist attraction. That's what the writer is telling us to do. So persuasive is what, children? He is putting forward an argument or they're encouraging people to visit this place. So this is persuasive writing about place. It could be, persuasive writing could be about anything. Like I told you about an article about exercise, about fruits. Persuasive could be about an ad, as I told you, a product which tells you that you will be healthier and stronger, right? Now, children, if you see this fact file, okay, what is the purpose for this? Now that was persuading you, because when you read, you see such words, right? Unforgettable experience. And then you think, oh my, I must. Okay. So when you read this, what do you think is the purpose of this text? The purpose of that text was for, what did I say? It was a persuading people, for encouraging people, right? It was a descriptive text. Now what do you think about this? That was a magazine article. This is a fact file. Okay. This is, children, for a quick reference. If you just want, suppose you are doing some project, or you are thinking of going to China and you want to visit this place, or you want some more information about China. If you go to a place of interest, like if you are going to Agra and you want to see the Taj Mahal, so you just see the facts about it, where it is located, the age, okay, which is the best time, the season to go, okay, when is tourism attracted more to this place, when is a good period to be there, how is the weather. So you will just go through these facts quickly, okay. So similarly over here, the Great Wall of China, okay, this are the things about these are the facts, right? So that is called a fact file. It is for quick reference for facts. Now children, look at this. Look at its illustration of this magazine article. As I told you, children, illustrations are photographs. Now look at this article, this photograph here. See the photograph, children. Isn't it attractive? Look at this. The light, and when you look at it, you see, oh my God, such a long, huge wall. And see the height. So then you may feel, wow. Right? You will have that wow feeling. Wow, just look at it. So it is attractive photographs to support the points presented in the text. So what the writer is saying over here when he says 7 wonders, so he wants to support his writing. So that's the reason why the photograph is given to us. Okay, to support the points presented in the text, and we are encouraged to visit this place. And children, what about this illustration? What about this drawing or this photograph here? The fact file. What do you think? This is very clear, children, and it is informative. If you just see, they have, labeled these just to give us more information, right? So that was about these two articles. So what did we see, children? We seen what are these two articles about? One was a magazine article, one was a fact file. Okay? And what is the purpose? For what is it written? Or where might this appear? Where would you, if you grow up, okay, and you want to write, so where would you put this article? In a magazine, in a newspaper, in a travel log, where would you put these articles? Right? Then we seen the layout, children, of the text. Layout means, now when you write something, children, you have, when your mummy cooks food, okay, and there is guest, then we lay the table, no, children? You'll have your desserts, then you'll have your starters, your main course, you'll keep the plates. So same thing when you write also, you need to lay out it properly, right? So that was about the layout. Even if you see, children, your newspaper, the newspaper also has a layout. If you see, it has a heading, okay, there will be a heading, right? So these are all layouts, and then there are different page, children. See, here you have city news, okay, then here somewhere you'll have the sports news, then you'll have nation. See here, this is nation, right? So, and there is a layout for the newspaper. Similarly, there is a layout for a magazine and also for a text, right? Okay, so now let's move further. Well, children, I have got you a magazine. I'm sorry. See, this is a travel magazine. Now, children, if you see this word, fresh and charming, okay? See the words, children, what the writer is using. See the pictures here, children. Can you see the pictures? Now here, children, when the writer is writing, he is using facts also, and then he is using his own personal opinion also. Okay, so this is descriptive. You see this? See the picture? See the photography, children? Okay? He's saying how he reached there, how he traveled, what he seen. He's describing. The sand is hard, cracking under the pressure. It takes an hour to reach the bank of the lake. Now if you see this ad, children, you just have to see this ad. Now look at this ad, children. Look at this ad and look down. They have just given us the information about this. The Chola dynasty contribution reached the high watermarks of Dravidian. This is more about this place. Right? So children, both of these are in a magazine. It's a travelogue magazine. So one is descriptive. Right? It is descriptive where the writer is persuading us to. Persuading means encouraging us to see the place. And the other one is the fact. Right? So now children, you remember I had told you for homework to do research on Petrona Towers. Right? So this is your information box. Take time, read this. Whatever I explained to you, children, about the information text and about the magazine and about the fact file. The same thing is given over here. Right? So take your time, just read that. So children, where will you come across this writing? As I told you, you will come across this in a holiday advertisement or in a magazine. This also, children, if you see, it is an advertisement. It's a brochure like you have Imagica and all. Okay, this will talk to you about these rides to visit these places. I have something else also. See here. This also talks about beat COVID-19 blues with mini vacays. So this is also about traveling, right? So where will you see, children, all these ads? You will see it in a magazine, right? In a non-fiction book. This is a non-fiction book. So your writing could be descriptive, and descriptive is what you're talking about the place, your experience. How are you feeling? Amazing, beautiful. You will use all these words, not to be missed. And then you will put the season, which season you should go, which months you should go, and all that. And fact file is you just stick to the facts, right? So now, children, for homework, what you're going to do is we are going to write facts. Okay? About what, children, I told you to do research, Petrona Towers. Okay? We had 3. So I told you to do about Petrona Towers. So now, children, this same question, I have put it in a different way. So it becomes easier for you to write. So you're going to copy the same thing in your notebook and you're going to write this. Right?